Good morning. Good morning. Let's bring you guys on an early morning garden tour. I have done some harvesting first thing this morning. Got a few things out the garden because we are doing a lot of cleanup and we're dealing with a lot of our failures right now. Whether we're gonna push through our growing season or we're just gonna just say no and pull it up. I have done a lot of succession planting. Well, not a lot, just a few vegetables that I've done some succession planting. But most of all, I've just been harvesting what I have and cleaning up and getting ready for the fall. So let's look real quick. So, we're going to come into the loofah vine. Y'all seen a lot of snippets of this loofah vine. This loofah is growing. It's going to more than likely just grow through the entire season. Like I said, it is covered in bees. These bees are really pollinating this vine. These loofahs are freaking huge. This loofah here is as long as my arm, my forearm. And I have several of these on here. On top of, you see right there, we got a loofah there that's growing. We have another one right here that's growing that's pretty long. One right here growing that's pretty long. We have one right there that's starting to turn. And then, like I said, a bunch of baby loofahs. And then those bees, they are just doing their thing. And so the loofah vine is definitely, you know, is definitely growing and giving what it's supposed to give. And then through here we have our two pepper beds. And I've been harvesting off of these. We have a lot of spicy and sweet peppers that I've been harvesting off of here as well. We have the Roma tomatoes that we've been harvesting off of, and with all the rain and everything that we've been getting, I just cut this thing back because it was just taking over. Yeah, it's probably in a bad spot, but it's producing nonetheless. It won't go here next year. We got a totally different spot for all of our tomatoes next year. Um, so that's what's going on there. Grapevine, no grapes this year, just a bunch of greens. I'm going to try to see if I can find someone to help me prune it for next year, because I know you're supposed to prune it, but I am scared to do so. So I'm going to try to find someone to help me prune it, or I'm just going to cut it back, and we're just going to go from there. Right here we got all of the pineapples. They are growing like crazy. So we're going to continue to let them do their thing, and hopefully next year we will get pineapples on one of those. Here is the Meyer lemon that has quite a few lemons on them, and we are hoping that they will start turning soon. But that's the Meyer lemon tree. Over here we got a cherry tomato. That one we're gonna clean out today or this weekend. This one is still producing. Look at all the flowers that's on it. So I'm gonna leave that one, take that one out. We got a squash right here, and so it will have those bees from that loofah will probably pollinate that very well. Here is another squash plant that has right now 4 squash on it. I need to prune some of the leaves off so it can get good airflow, but that's what that is. This is another squash plant. We have some corn here that I'm probably just going to pull out. We're not going to get corn off of that. Banana pepper. We cleaned out this pool but left the okra because it's still producing. But we're gonna take this pool out and put a garden bed there, and then I will be growing asparagus in that garden bed. I might put another one here, but yeah, that's what's going there. Over here are all of the fruit trees, and berry bushes, and then we have the muscadine right here that's growing really well. I'm sure we'll get muscadines next year for sure. That's a fairly easy one to grow. Now, my peach tree, I don't know what's going on with it. I'm going to up pot it to a larger tote, and there is a tree fertilizer stick in there just like all the others, but I think this tree just suffered from the heat, and so I'm going to wait until it goes dormant. I'm going to up pot it, and hopefully next year it will do much better. But I did get peaches the first year, so I'm just keeping it watered and fertilized, and we're just going to take care of that when it goes dormant. Here's another Meyer lemon tree. I don't have any lemons on it because this was my rescue Meyer, and so that's what's going on there. The sweet potatoes, I recently just cut those back and shared a bunch of the sweet potato vines. I even put some away for myself. That's the kiwi that we will be vining this weekend. That's a promise. That's what that is. So over in this little enclosure in here, we have more tomatoes, more peppers, and squash and zucchini over here. So I did, as you see in the beginning, have a huge squash. That squash came from over here. But we do have plenty of zucchini growing. So that's what's going on there. We got some volunteers in there. Right here, I cleaned up a bed to get ready for cabbages. And so what you see planted back there are green onions. So there are some green onions in here. And then we will be adding garlic. And same over here with this bed. Over here, just another tomato plant. We have some beans back here, and then some beets. So that's what's going on back there. Here we have, this is where I harvest those bell peppers from this morning, and we still have several bell peppers still growing on there. And there's a banana pepper in the corner back there. And then we have a dill that I'm just letting go seed. And I'm just going to let those seeds drop there just to see if it comes back. Over here, we have more succession planting. This is okra. I know you guys are probably wondering why I grow so much okra. We love okra. My family loves okra. And, and so I grow a lot of okra, and I just put it away because we eat a lot of succotash. And so I make it, and that's why we grow so much okra. But this is succession okra, so we're going to see. Over there, that's okra. There's an okra plant, and then we have a rose bush inside of the garden in a container. Basil over there. Basil here. Basil here. So I will be harvesting all that basil and getting it dried and put away. So yeah, that is the garden tour for August the 1st, and that's pretty much what we got going on. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek at what Mr. Bob the Builder got going on right now. Here we go. So Mr. Bob the Builder is over here building a storage shed. He is building it himself from scratch. It will just be for storage. One side is going to be for him to store his tools and everything in. That's going to be his side. This side over here is going to be my side. This side is where I will store all of like my like when I jar or can my vegetables, like my salsa or my pickles. That's where this is going to be where I'm going to store my canning. And this is also where I will be storing like my chicken feed, because my chicken run is right there. Like my rabbit feed, because yeah, I'm getting a rabbit. This is where all of that is gonna go. So it's a good size. My size is probably a 6 by 8 or 8 by 10. I can't remember what he said, but it's gonna be a good size. And so this is a sneak peek at what he got going on. So stay tuned for that. So I know this video was kind of long, but I just want to do the August 1st garden tour, because guys, we, before you know it, we definitely are going to be into our fall growing season pretty soon. So hope everyone garden is being bountiful and plentiful, and happy growing, people.